Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Tuesday update for week 4. I hope it still is Tuesday, actually. Yeah, just about. I can only get these done when my little ones are in bed. So, sorry about the late upload, but there we go. Right, we're going to dive straight in because we've had something sensational through, which massively cheered me up. So, remember I set that challenge where you had to go and do the 150. Well, I had an entry in pretty quick soon after that of Jamie Keely. How on earth you can do it in 16:25, Jamie? I don't know. So you do need to take a bow because that is a huge wow factor. I somehow, I mean, you're in the top 5% there. I still can't. I couldn't do that without cheating. I'm like, I'd need 5 people to somehow manage to do it at the same time to get it that quick. So Jamie, massively well done. That was like head and shoulders fastest time. A few people got close. Mason Waite, a bit of a regular, he got close. I think he beat Miss McIntosh's time actually, but 16:25 was in a league of your own. So Jamie, you've got some sort of special powers. As far as I'm concerned, you're a superhero. So you need to start thinking about your name, your cape, what sort of thing you're what you're gonna save next, because doing that is ridiculously good. Anyway, yeah. Oh, that's right. Miss Sales sent me an email through wanting a shout out for Megan Charnley, Tegan Buckingham in Year 7. So consider that done, Miss Sales. There is the email that she sent through with their name blanked out because obviously those teachers don't like you lot knowing our first names, even though you all know them. But there we go. So Miss Sales, there's your shout out for Megan Charnley, Tegan Buckingham. Very well done, girls. Looks like you're crushing Seneca, which is fantastic. Next for this week, it's going to try and be a bit more snappy. I don't want it to be the normal 15 minutes, which is like when my free recording runs out. So I'm going to keep it a bit shorter. So I got this through. Now, this masterpiece of a cake, and I think it is edible. Lots of icing on there, but it was baked by one of your science teachers. So one of the science department has baked this. Right, and I'll give you a clue, it's not me. Right, I can't bake for toffee. But someone did. They baked this cake, and this week's competition is questions about this wonderful cake. So, firstly, obviously, which teacher baked it? Who do you think would come up with such a wonderful thing? Question 2, what is that cake showing us? It's obviously some sort of scientific process going on there. We've got what looks like a cow and some other stuff, but and some arrows and some molecules there and all the rest of it. So what's that showing us? All right. And then thirdly, a bit trickier. Let's sort out the wheat from the chaff. Let's see who knows their onions here. What 3 chemical reactions are represented by those 4 arrows? 3 red arrows, 1 blue arrow. Now, 2 of the red arrows are showing the same thing. So there's just 3. I want the name of the 3 chemical reactions shown by those 4 arrows. So there you go. That's a quiz. Send me an email with your answers. Who baked it? What's it showing? And what 3 chemical reactions are shown by those 4 arrows on the cake? Good luck with that. Right. I want to get to this. This, believe it or not, I think is our drama studio, possibly. But it is in our school. And you've probably been hearing in the news and stuff that there's been some like amazing efforts going on all around the country. And locally to our school, there's been a Herculean effort to turn parts of our school into a place where poorly people can come after they get out of intensive care and they can recover and they can recuperate, reducing the pressure on the intensive care units. And it's amazing what's been done in such a short period of time. And apologies if I've got the logos wrong here, folks, but I pulled from the letter that your parents and carers have had from Mr. Laney, saying some of the companies that have pulled together to make this happen are shown there. So BAE Systems have been integral in the design and getting it, sorted and specking it up and sort of coming up with an idea, a solution. And then obviously Ward Group, Athena, Lec, Optic Fibres, and Fingerprints have been companies involved in making it happen. All right, so this is a fantastic effort to get this done in the time that it's taken. Yeah, and needed some real recognition. You know, the other people who really need a shout out here are our site team led by Mr. Redfern, and our catering department led by Miss Beach. You know, they are working absolutely flat chat to support the workforce and the labour force and everyone involved in getting this process done. So yeah, huge respect from me for that, and it shows a huge amount of talent. We have got some very, very talented individuals across our school, not just teaching and support staff, and you know, the admin staff and the site staff, the catering staff. Everyone is showing here just what they're made of, which is incredible. So massively well done. And you hear of some other great efforts going on. And this is another thing I wanted to set for you to do. I'd love to hear from you about some great efforts that you might know that are going on at this time of sort of national emergency, of people just helping out locally, little things that they're doing. So, you know, I heard about that 99-year-old man who did like 100 yards around his garden, raised £2 million for the NHS. I mean, that is a great effort, you know, 99-year-old war veteran. Sensational. Now, here, these pics, okay, so the ones are sort of close to my heart. This picture, is it your left or your right, I don't know, but the picture of the old lady, that's my mother, and what she's done when she heard that there was a shortage of PPE, some masks at Furness Academy, she got on Google, which was a miracle because she's 70 odd and she's never knows how to use a computer, but she got on Google, that's a great effort in the first place, and she looked up how to turn Hoover bags into face masks. And she got, because the filters in the Hoover bags, you can turn them into face masks. And she'd heard about this. And she went about collecting or getting the people in her village to drop off any old Henry the Hoover bags, the fabric ones. And she got a sewing machine out and she turned them into face masks and she sent them up to Furness General. And that was a great effort by Mother. So well done, Mother. You need a shout out. Another great effort, this picture on the right or the left, whichever it is, was taken by my brother. My brother's girlfriend, Gabby, who's seen in the mask, she works for London Irish, a rugby club down in London. And they've got something going on where there's volunteers from the club who are producing and delivering 100,000 meals to all the NHS staff who are working flat out, and there's more staff in the system that are all needing feeding. And so London Irish are doing this thing where they're getting these meals out to the staff, and my brother's, that's his plumbing van, the door of his plumbing van, and he's using his plumbing van with his girlfriend who works for London Irish to get these meals out and deliver them. So these are some great efforts by people close to my heart, obviously my family, and I know that loads of you out there will have stories of similar things going on where people are, you know, pulling together and helping out. And, you know, these are just two things that I know are going on. But, you know, it doesn't have to be a huge, big thing. You know, it doesn't have to be raising millions of pounds like the old boy who did 100 yards in his garden on his Zimmer frame, which was amazing. Just any acts of kindness or anything where people are supporting the community, supporting the NHS, and pulling together to collectively fight this virus and keep the wheels on the bus, because, you know, right now we need to do everything we can to keep the wheels firmly on the national bus, which you know I'm sure we'll do. So it's great. So yeah, that's it from me. 5 minutes early, happy days. You've got the cake questions, all right, that you need to get sorted, and then I want on email pictures would be brilliant, so I can give shout outs on next Tuesday's update, or video messages, anything that I can edit in to show people you know who are doing some great efforts to support our community locally or nationally, or just some people you think deserve a mention for what they're doing to support in these difficult times. Right, that's it. Inside 10 minutes. Happy days. Bye for now, folks.